What is up, my friends? Welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to talk about this crazy meeple hurricane accident I saw on YouTube just about a week and a half ago. Now this comes from a channel that I like to watch. He covers electric skateboards. He's got a meeple hurricane like my own, so I've been tuning into him for a while. He puts out these great, well-edited, high-performance videos. He puts these skateboards to the test, you know, he pushed the limits. And my favorite part about his videos is that he often does like these drag races. And here's another example of himself doing a comparison video with the new meeple Voyager. And you can see it in the opening segment of his video. You can see like this painful to watch crash of his little brother. I don't know if it's his little brother, younger brother. His brother crashes off the meeple hurricane, just, you know, goes in like this speed wobble and falls. Plants his shoulder into the pavement at about 35 miles an hour. I mean, I'm not no electric skateboarding professional, but you know, I've been riding my whole life. I'm 45 years old, whether it be skateboarding, snowboarding, surfing, and one-wheeling, and you know, this new sport of electric skateboarding. You know, we're still in like the pioneering stages of the electric skateboard. The laws still have like wet ink written on them. You know, legislation is still being passed out, you know, on the fly as we go, as we're starting to learn and understand these boards a little better. You know, every state has their own set of rules, and that's going to be a topic for another video coming up. That's probably going to be my next topic of video. I want to do electric skateboarding, the laws in every state, because they vary. I figured that'd be an interesting video. But for this video, I wanted to talk about, you know, what went wrong here. Like a lot of these brands of electric skateboards, they come right off the boat, you know, overseas with no governing on them. You know, right out the box, you get a 7,000 watt dual motor skateboards going 35 miles an hour. And I admire the fact that, you know, Drew Marr likes to push these boards to the limit for his YouTube channel, but I don't think anybody's paying, you know, this kid. And it's very dangerous. These little tiny wheels, man, they're not designed to go 35 miles an hour safely anyway. And you can see, I mean, part of it is technique here. And
meeple Voyager versus meeple Hurricane on the Cyclone wheels. All right, 3, 2, 1, punch it. Whoa. Okay, I got a little tiny bit of a head start, but he's actually coming close. Okay, this isn't going 28, we passed it, and I'm gonna keep going. I knew it.
you can see right here, the first thing when they take off, his brother is on the right, meeple Hurricane on the right, meeple Voyager, the brand new meeple Voyager on the left. Now you can see, Drew Marr on the left, he's got his knees bent, he's taking a stance. He seems to be like the more experienced rider. His brother has got his front legs like locked in. Now you got to be loose on that board. That's one of the first things you need to know. And as you go faster, especially when I'm riding the meeple Hurricane, the faster I go, especially once I'm breaking into the late teens and 20s, my stance gets lower and lower. Like if you stand up like that, locking your knees in place, it's like a sailboat. You're like a sailboat, basically. You know, your body is standing up, you know, tall and high, catching all those wind gusts, and it won't take much at that type of speed. You have very little chance to correct yourself if a gust of wind, you know, pushes your body and sways you from left to right, or just the slightest little cracks. He's got the 110 millimeter cyclones on there. I got the bigger size. I feel exactly the millimeters on mine. I think it's like 160, 180. It's slightly bigger than the stock pneumatic tires that the meeple Hurricane comes with. So, you know, I noticed the differences between my one wheel, just a big giant tire, and these little tires, man. The slightest little cracks and crevices can really, you know, really friggin' throw you off. So as he speeds up, you know, he doesn't lower his knees. And like I said, you're just like a sailboat catching the wind. And, you know, in this drag race, the meeple Hurricane takes off on the Voyager. I mean, it was pretty close. I haven't really looked up how much the Voyager costs compared to the Hurricane, but it's a brand new board. It looks pretty promising, and you can see right here, you know, the wobbles come into play. Now that has happened to me in the past, riding the Hurricane in the upper 20s miles per hour. I felt like a little hint of me starting to lose control, and I immediately let off the throttle and took a low stance, and you know, lower center of gravity, and I was able to catch myself before falling. You know, a guy in his 40s falls like this, man. It's going to be a lot longer recovery than a 20-something-year-old. In the blink of an eye, he's on the floor, and you can see Drew Marr. He runs to go help his brother. Broke his clavicle. From what I hear in the video, he is going to have a full recovery. But you know, it's just goes to show you what you have to be mindful of when you're riding, especially when you're pushing it past like 18, 19, 20 miles an hour. You know, I think that's exactly why like one wheel governs that one wheel at 20 miles per hour on the GT for safety reasons, and also probably for laws. You know, these Chinese boards, they come over, there's no regulations on them. So another thing, you know, it's like I want to compare, you know, like a sports car, like, you know, a Ford GT or, you know, a Lamborghini. They're built so low to the ground. If you ever walked up upon like a Ferrari, one of those high performance cars, they're very low to the ground, low center of gravity, less wind resistance, just keeps you overall better balanced and better control. So just one thing to take from this video. Credit goes to Drew Marr. This was his video. Shout out to Drew Marr. If you into electric Hurricanes and seeing some amazing high performance comparisons, check out Drew Marr's channel. I just thought this would be a great topic for a quick conversation video, and yeah, that's all I got for now. My next electric skateboard content is going to be talking about the laws in each state, because they vary. Now, I was a criminal justice major in college, and I really, you know, enjoyed learning about the law, talking about the law. So this would be a nice little video to talk about the laws of each state. I'm going to go over every state from A to Z, your laws in your state. I think it'll be making for an interesting video, and I'll have some nice, you know, some nice cruising footage to go along with the text. I'm slowly going to be getting back into making more videos. I've had a nice little few weeks off. I've been, you know, just enjoying the outdoors and some gardening and stuff. But yeah, I will see you guys on the next one. Take care and don't fall.